9 clones. I'll just play this now. So now all of our attacks are doing 10 more. Do we have a skill shot lined up? No, we don't. I'll hit you with that. Darkness shield is gone now, so we're doing proper damage to us. You see how much more damage we're doing now with the tidal weave? There we go. It's kind of what we want. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we are playing the Impossible Clone Seeker. This is a build that took me quite a long time to figure out, and it's funnily enough one of these builds where like new players tend to be like, this build fucking sucks. I hate the channeling mechanic. Why am I always losing my clones when I take damage? How does any of this work? But then like really experienced players are always like, this is one of the best builds in the game. And I think it's one of these real, like with many Seeker builds, one of these builds where when it clicks, you really get it and you see the power like unfold in front of you. I probably did like 5 or 6 runs on this before I was like, oh, I think I kind of see what I'm trying to prioritize here. And once I got it, I think I won like 5 or 6 runs again in a row. It's really, really fun. You're kind of looking for 1 or 2 key cards at the start because you're a ranged build. You're looking for especially Skill Shot is the card that's really going to get you through. And then if you turn on maybe Metamorphosis, you can also try and fish for Bear Form if you're going down that route. But the other key card you really want to find is Harmony. This card basically draws you a card and gives you an energy per thing that you're channeling. And as a Clone Seeker, you're going to be channeling tons of effects. I actually mentioned this in the Discord. I think this card is a bit too good at the moment, and Ria agreed. So in the future, this card may be nerfed whenever this video comes out. I don't know if Harmony still is going to work the same as it does now. Currently, I think it's sort of a bit too good, maybe even a bit busted, especially considering it's a common and you can take it in multiples and just spam it. But it's really fun. So if you get a chance to play with it while it's still the way it is, it's great. And I'm sure whatever they fix it to will also be completely reasonable, just like the way they fix Sleight of Hand and Simulacrum, Battle Cry, all still incredible cards, just not as like kind of like annoyingly good as they were before. You know, when a card is so good, when you see it, you're kind of like, oh, well, that invalidates every other strategy because this has just kind of solved it. I think those kind of cards sometimes will tuck them in a little bit. Anyhow, the community shout out of the week is myself. Oh my god. So I made this guide on how to defeat every boss and mini boss in Dawncaster. On the subreddit you can find it here, and basically where that will take you is to a Steam guide. So on the Steam page, how to defeat every boss in Dawncaster. This is just a short write-up of every single boss and mini boss that exists in the game. You have all the Cantos here. There's usually a little brief at the top that explains the mini game of the Canto, because you know how like you go to the swamp and you have the noxious fog you need to play around, or you go to the Riptide Ramparts and you have battle momentums. There's a little explanation of what they do. There's kind of generally what works and what doesn't against this boss. What kind of cards to take if you're going down this route, what to avoid. There's also the Infernal Invasion mini bosses are all explained here, and then you also have a short breakdown of Rathael Reborn. However, I didn't go into any specific builds that can take him down, but just kind of what to watch out for if you're going to try and approach this challenge. I hope this helps some of you if you're getting stuck on a certain Canto. Maybe there's a little bit of information here that will you know, get you over that hump. What else was there? Was also something I also want to mention about this. No, that's basically it. Anyhow, back to the game. So if you don't know what clones actually are, because I didn't explain that earlier, is basically for each clone you have, your next basic attack gets repeated. However, very, very importantly, it does not repeat the basic attack you played with the upgrades and the modifications. Let's say I have a quarterstaff with 20 upgrades and it's got life drain. I'll play that, and let's say I have 5 clones. It will repeat 5 quarterstaffs at the base configuration, which is, I don't know what the base damage of quarterstaff is. Let's say 2 without life drain. So you don't get the plus 20 with life drain. So basically you're repeating a bunch of like pretty weak hits, and how are we going to make this scale? We need something that either scales off of the amount of attacks we do, or something that gives us anger or similar. So you can either try and dip into red energy and you can get Master of Arms, which is incredible, or there are a few Seeker specific ones where it's like your basic attacks deal extra damage equal to the amount of clones you have, or you can go into rogue cards that let you crit, like Assassin's Mark. Tons of options like that, and we're just going to kind of see which one we end up finding, because you just need 1 or even 2 of them to take down the spine. You're kind of fine for the rest of the game, but you really need something to take down the spine at the end, and it's just kind of up to the game which one it offers you. So we're gonna take Clone Lady. We're gonna take the Chakram. Like technically you can play clones with any basic attack. Shamshir also has like a Sand Soldier clone build, but we're taking the Chakram as a ranged attack, deal 3 damage, summon a clone at the end of turn. This line of text is super important because it helps you actually play around the channel ability needing extra energy. I'll show you how that works in game. So we're gonna take the Chakram. Again, there is a weapon power here, Seabound Weapon, that is technically the correct thing to take. It says use your weapon power to start next combat with a free weather cast and passive start each combat with a clone, which is great, right? Free clone. However, use your weapon power to start next combat with a free weather cast. That's more of like a title clone seeker thing, which is not what we're doing. We're doing the basic attack version. It's only usable every 4 combats. I'm not really a big fan of this. I take Mindful Weapon, activate to start next combat with evasion of free clarity. Clarity helps you fish key cards out of your deck to get your sequences started, especially the later the run goes. This is super key. And it also gives you an evasion. And the thing is with clones is when you take a single point of like direct damage, you lose all your clones. And so having that evasion, especially in the first few Cantos, can really help you keep your clones going. It's also usable every 2 combats. If you get Weapon Master, is that what it's called? The talent reduces your weapon talent cooldown to 1. You have a free evasion, every clarity, every single fight, and that is so good. Now, there's a few different things you can take here. You could play Vitalize, because this is really good later in the game when you're playing a ton of basic attacks and you get 1 life per basic attack played, and you'll start drawing cards. However, at the start of the game, I find Split a lot better. This is Summon a Clone, right? The next hit you take is to redirect it to clone instead. So this is really interesting. So if an opponent swings at you, no matter how big or how strong, if it's 1 or a billion damage, your clone just absorbs it and it's gone. What's very interesting about this is that this clone or this card does not play by the normal defense rules. So usually the way Dawncaster works is the first defense you play. So let's say you gain armor, and then evasion, then barrier. If your opponent swings at you with a melee attack, it will first reduce the armor, then the evasion, then the barrier. So the first in and first out, right? However, this, no matter when you play it, will be the first thing that the next attack is directed to. So if you go armor, evasion, barrier, impervious, and split, the split is the first thing that will be consumed. If you go split, armor, evasion, barrier, impervious, still the split. If you go armor, impervious, split, and whatever barrier, the split. A split will always be the first thing is prioritized. This can be good, this can be bad. What this does help you do is sometimes stack up tons of barrier over multiple turns because the damage is directed to the split clone rather than consuming your barrier, which will later via skill shot become one of our most most important ways of defending ourselves. So the only set we actually need is, just double checking, it's Catalyst. You can play with Metamorphosis, Infinitum on. There's even stuff in the Mantra build. Like you can play like Mantra clones. That's totally a thing. There's tons of stuff in the Synthesis build that's good for this too, but I'm just going to kind of play like raw Clone Seeker, which is just Catalyst, Metaprogress, Extended Core. That's really all you need. This is just for Infernal Invasions, isn't it? Yeah, I was playing that a bit yesterday. And we're just going to go via the Blightwoods. So yeah, super cool build, but yeah, we do need to find a few cards at the start to kind of make this really work. So I didn't get that upgrade, did I? No, that's just for the Infernal Invasion. So I'm just going to activate my weapon power, start picking things up. If we can find Perception, that would be really nice. Obviously Compassion, it's always good to find. But yeah, Perception would be really nice. Just getting that extra free energy kind of frees up your channeling energy quite a bit. So let me kind of show you what I was just talking about with the channeling before. So usually when you have a clone at the end of turn, you have to channel it, which means you have to keep 1 energy active at all times. However, because these summon the clones at the end of turn, if I pass here, I still get the clones without needing to have energy to channel, because the check, if you have energy left, is performed before the clones come in. And so the game is kind of like, oh no, you're fine, right? You already passed the channel check, and then you get to keep your clones. And then see, basically what happens is with those 4 clones, then get converted into extra chakram hits, which then get converted into even more clones the next turn. So you're always just making more and more clones every turn. That's kind of the idea here. However, what's going to happen here is the opponent's going to swing at me. Is he going to play 2 attacks? No, just 1. So my split, I lost a clone, but I didn't take any damage, so I didn't lose my clones. However, had he attacked me twice, the first one would have hit the split, the second one would have hit me directly and would have lost all my clones. Nothing interesting here. Let's open for that Perception. So I'm actually trying to think, what does it mean make sense here? Yeah, rather play that. So you can always see that our second chakram hit is doing 1 less damage. That's because we have the reward track thing unlocked where all our basics have +1 upgrades. And so the base level chakram deals 3 damage and our normal chakram deals 4. So that's why at the beginning, the hits from the clone will always be doing 3 damage per, and we're hoping to scale that somehow. So I'm just looking for stuff that can channel, mainly because like the effects themselves are nice, yeah, what would you do? But what we really want is we want, ooh, these are both really good. Boots of speed is generically good, but you know what Arcane Anvil does? It gives us a Reaver. And I will also show you a very funny interaction with the way basic attacks that are not actually your basic attack work with this build. So I'm going to take the Reaver. It's obviously just what you take because it gives you the most healing. I'm going to take this replication. So this is now interesting because here what I have to do is I do actually have to channel because this is a channel effect. So if I play the chakram here, I will lose this. So I'm just going to pass. Opponent's going to play entire evasion, do nothing. Now we'll get a free clone at the start of turn. And now we continue wailing. So let me show you this. This is actually quite funny. Well, now I actually just don't consume the clones. I'll show you next time. I'll show you next turn. I'll show you next turn when I redraw the Reaver. Basically, the thing is, like, when you have a basic attack, you have your basic attack that is your basic attack. So every card that says play a basic attack will then play that card, right? Now, what happens when you play basic attack, like you have something like a Reaver in your deck that is technically not your basic attack, but is a basic attack. So I'll show you what happens. So if I get a few clones going here, I've got 2 clones, I play the Reaver, it will play the Reaver, but then the basic attacks that the clones play are my actual basic attack is in my chakram. So you see it's doing 3 damage, but the Reaver's base damage is, I believe, 6. Oh, we got skill shot. Okay, this is really good. We found skill shot super early, which is exactly what we want. I will have popped the card up by editing earlier, but it says it's a free card, Foretell 3, your next range attack critical hits gain barrier for each damage dealt. Unbelievable. This is both damage, card filtering, and defensives all wrapped into one card. Honestly, it's a bit stupidly strong, I find. But yeah, you can take like 3 of them or so. You definitely want it in multiples. It is so good. So I'll show you, we can set up our next turn. I'll take the Surge, swing at you with this. Then 8 damage is already enough to like block most damage that opponents at this level are going to be doing. So that'll protect our clones and our life total. Yeah, and then we just swing at them. So yeah, we want that in multiples. What it's also really good at doing is Lay in Wait is also kind of like an okay card at the start. This is sort of like a worse version of Skill Shot because it still critically hits. It gives you evasion instead of barrier, but it costs energy. Is it actually worth taking? No, I'm just going to look for more skill shots. Yeah, the barrier from the skill shot really starts to add up. It also, so normally with a clone build, you don't really want to be like upgrading your basic attacks because again, like the copied basic attacks via the clones, they don't scale off of your upgrades because it's always playing the base copy. However, this is like one clone build where I would actually argue that playing upgrading your normal base attacks is worth it because they will scale off your skill shot, right? Because the more damage your chakrams do, the more barrier you're getting. Which I do actually find pretty good. So here he's gonna knock my stuff off me anyhow, right? Yeah, because he's gonna play 2 attacks. Damn. So what do we do here? So I can stack, by the way, these stacks, now I get 2 clones per turn, which is really, really neat. So here I'm gonna lose all my clones again. Yeah, at the beginning you just lose your clones a lot, unfortunately. Stuff like Skill Shot, again, is really gonna help you there, but it's not gonna prevent it totally. There is a talent called advanced cloning that we may see here. Copy a card. Okay, we didn't see advanced cloning. So advanced cloning is a talent that says your clones no longer disperse when you take damage. I think I've seen some people say that you need this to play the build. You definitely do not. If you have enough defensives, you absolutely do not need it. Is it helpful to have? Yes. However, would I necessarily prioritize it over other things? Not necessarily, because if you have enough skill shots and evasion and stuff, you're actually just fine. And you can often combo off so much in one turn, you don't need to actually be stacking your clones. So I can do magical ornaments. That would help boost our early game basic attack damage, because basic attacks get 2 additional damage. This also applies to the clone basic attacks. We could also just copy the skill shot, but I'm going to take magical ornaments because that's just going to help us push our damage a little bit quicker at the start. Greater good actually becomes pretty good later for upgrading a few chakrams or just removing a card. Change the clones. This is actually pretty good later if we find that one. The name's escaping me. That one title card where it's got like the lady with the chakram standing. Totally escapes me. Yeah, and now our skill shot also generates 12 barrier instead of 8 because we're doing 2 additional damage via magical ornament. So it's a good card. It's not going to help us scale our damage into late game, but it will help us scale now. It will help us quite a lot now. So Wash Ashore, I'll take a second one, but now I really need to start finding I really want a Harmony, and I'd love another skill shot. That's kind of what I'm looking for now. So we'll do a Clarity. I'll take skill shot. Always take skill shot. Play the skill shot. Hit you with this. Play this and this. Yeah, and so now we're basically already invincible against foes like this, right? They can't get through the barrier. They can't get through the evasion. Now we can just stack our clones. What would always be great is if we had a way to trigger Frenzy for the Reaper. Ooh, Harmony here. Draw a card and gain energy for each effect you're channeling. This would give us access to potentially Frenzy for the healing, but I think Harmony is better in the long run. We'll find a way to hurt ourselves sooner or later. Sounds kind of weird, but it is definitely part of the playstyle. Wash Ashore, I'll hit you with this, I'll summon a clone, and I'll pass. Just keep my energy in case I want to channel an effect later. So let's play you, let's play you. So this is already, this is just going energy neutral at the moment, which is already something. Oh, Potion Sash, that's a great thing to have at the start especially. You just get random potions from it. Oh, I should have kept my weapon power for the Weeping Mother. That was my bad. Potion Stash, yeah, like you never know what you're gonna get, but you often get good stuff. Oh, here I actually can trigger my Frenzy, can't I? Yeah, this is really nice. Look at that. And then I'll eat one of these. Why not? Oh yeah, and basically this skill shot also applies to just simply the next range action. So it's not the one, you don't have to play it that turn. You just have to play a ranged action. If you have multiples of them, that's a good question. I'm actually trying to think if they stack. I don't actually remember. We'll have to see later. I'm sure we'll get another one. I do not need another replication. That is absolutely fine. I'm going to heal up here before I go into this fight. I really wish I had my weapon power now. That little point of evasion would have been really nice to have. So she kind of multi-hits a bunch, which is pretty annoying. This is actually really bad starting hand. I just thought I'd be able to get some kind of channel effect going, but she doesn't have her deadly attack. You need to watch out with her because deadly attacks, her deadly attack interrupts, which also stops your clones, etc. I'll play this, I'll gain some health, and I'll swing with this. Yeah, now she has her deadly attack and she will interrupt. And of course you lose your clones anyhow because I don't have advanced cloning. I'm so used to having advanced cloning, I feel. Okay, so we'll block her deadly attack, but then her next attack will knock our clones off. Yeah, it's really annoying to stack clones up against her. I really wish our turn 1 it just had a bit more going for it. So we'll do this. I was really hoping to cleanse the days there. What do I do? I'll just play you. So she doesn't have any attacks lined up this turn, which is really nice. It gives us a little moment off just to kind of set ourselves up for a better next turn. Maybe we get a Panacea here. No, we don't. Well, in that case, I'll just make a clone. I'll start swinging. If I play this, what's the chance I draw something good? Not very high. She is not going to be able to hit us because this does exactly 12 damage, right? 2, 3 through 2, 3. Yeah, it's 12. So I actually get to keep all my clones. Oh, that's really nice. Can I draw into the Reaver here? Oh, yes, I can. See, I'll play this to channel, this for energy. This will draw me 2 cards now, and I'll play this. That'll heal me, and then it'll kill her with the clones. So I actually got a little 10 heal on the way out there. Ooh, interesting. Gift of the Sea is kind of a fun little card, not necessarily because I want the front side, but the back side can give you kind of like free equipments temporarily. I'm going to take it, though, just because I want to transmute it into something else. I want that one card that makes my basic attacks do additional damage equal to the amount of clones I have. That was a really good scaling card. So I'm going to go to the Alchemist. I'm going to side transmute here. Okay, I didn't get that. I'll just take Hydromancy for now. Doesn't really do anything. I'm going to Blacksmith and I will upgrade all my shit here. We'll talk to Consul Evelyn and we'll peace out. So go to the Blightwoods, please. Fashionable hat sets him apart. Call for help. I'll take your gold, please. Perception would still be really good here. Kind of trying, I think, to just rush ahead to the merchant if I can. See if I can get some good commons. Another split isn't bad, but it's not amazing. Ooh, another skill shot is very good. So by the way, this is also kind of similar. The skill shot forcing next base attack grants barrier for the damage dealt, but it costs energy. It doesn't foretell. It doesn't critically strike. It's kind of a much worse version. Waterfall is pretty good if you have advanced cloning, because you get to keep the clones and reduce the damage, but I'm kind of meh on it otherwise. If you can stack up tons of clones, you can basically make yourself immune to damage, of course. That's really good, and then you don't lose your clones either. Let's see. It's pretty good. So we now have Scholar status, at least temporarily, so we can abuse that a little bit. This guy's going to try and interrupt us anyhow, isn't he? So what I'm going to do is just this. I'll play one here, and then I'll set up another one for next turn. I don't have any tidal effects, so this is not going to change anything, so I'll just pass. Yeah, now we already have 14 barrier. He only does 7 damage. He's not going to get through to us anymore. So these are the kind of fights where this build really excels, where you can just kind of sit in the pocket, draw cards over and over, swing at your opponent, gain tons of barrier, and they just can't get through to you. This is where the build feels best. And then if you get perception, you can obviously stop all the first strikers as well. You don't have to deal with that anymore. And then you can just... yeah, basically. Oh, you know what? I really wish I didn't have Impervious there, because that would have triggered the Frenzy here and I could have healed. Oh well. Waylay I've actually also used sometimes just to get random items, but now that we have the pocket thing, I'm actually fine. Mysterious Crate. Oh no! Oh, I had leave. That would have given us the Emporium discount. I can't even save scum that. Oh my god, what a dipshit. We could have had Emporium discount there. That would have given us free shops. Oh, okay. Fat finger, fat finger, fat finger. I'm just trying to make the game harder for myself, that's it. Next hit you takes rejected to clone instead. Really good against this guy. So this guy is super annoying, but also kind of easy, because his big fat deadly attack interrupts you regardless of if it does damage to you or not. However, if you can manage to get your split going, all the damage will be redirected to that clone instead, and you'll still be interrupted, but you don't take the 20 damage, so yeah. I'm gonna draw, I want the pouch. Oh yeah, we get Impervious. That's kind of what I was hoping to get here. Because yeah, now we're Impervious, so we're gonna be interrupted, so we're gonna lose our clones, but we're not gonna take any damage, and he's so low, I can kill him anyhow. And I'm also just kind of hoping that we'll get a good potion here. That's not really a good potion. Oh. But that is, because that now sets me up for a big crit here that can kill him. Nah. So, I want to get rid of all the first strikers before Daisy shows up, so we don't have to do like a double Daisy first striker fight. Clarity, I'll just get the potion sash. Oh, that's kind of nice, because see what I can do here is I can set up my next attack to be a critical hit. Then I can play you and you. And this guy won't hit me either way because I've got evasion and split, so... doesn't really matter what he does. So I'll do this. Oh, this is cool, because here I can now trigger the frenzy as well. So I'll hit you with that and get those 2 heals, and I'll hit you with that and get that heal. This will just go energy neutral. I'll go up a clone. He's gonna dispel my barrier anyhow, so I might as well just swing here, because I'd lose my clones anyhow to his damage. So I might as well lose the ones that I'm channeling. I'll draw a potion. That's very nice. Swing at you, swing at you. Yeah, he's gonna hit me one more time here. But I think overall this fight we've gone life positive, so that's very nice. Boosh and boosh. If only you could carry your clones over to the next combat. I mean, it would make the build too good. Oh, that's kind of interesting. Advanced cloning. So, and another magical ornament. So this is kind of interesting here. Sorry, I just need to blow my nose for a second. Hardened Mind. At the start of turn, get 2 barrier for every effect you're channeling. At most. Sorry, I need to turn my heater a little bit more. It's freaking cold. Hello? That was just off. Is that it? There we go. What am I trying to say? So, Hardened Mind. At the start of turn, get 2 barrier for every effect you're channeling. You're probably going to be channeling at most like 4 or 5 effects. That's like 8 to 10 barrier, which is not bad. Advanced cloning obviously just stops like you losing your clones from damage at all. I'm trying to think what's actually better here. So Hardened Mind like protects our life total, but advanced cloning I guess also technically defends our life total by making us kill the opponent faster. Oh, These are actually kind of interesting because we can gain a ton of barrier. You know what? I've never really played around with those much. I feel like, I mean, the frozen is highly defensive. That's pretty good. It's kind of what we need, right? But then again, let me try taking the aggro shield here and see how that works out for us. I've actually never tried one of these, but we do gain a lot of barrier. I'll take the potion sash for sure. Just hit you with that and pass. Again, we're going to generate so much barrier here that this guy's not going to be able to get through to us. Ooh, we get impervious as well randomly. Let's get the fire shield. Yeah, let's get some clones going. And I'll just keep one energy again. Yep. Pretty good. So we'll do you. Gain that, gain that, gain that. Let's gain some more clones. Oh, I used my... Fuck. Okay, that was my bad. I used my blue energy there. That was my bad. That was my bad. So with this build, the big question is if you take blue or green energy. I tend to take blue, especially if I find perception, because what that usually means is you have enough green energy to kind of get through the fights. But if you take double blue, if you find a Shrine of Chaos, like what's it called? Trickery one, you have a better chance of finding keywords you want. So I could take Funhouse here. But all I'm really trying to do is transmute this thing, the Hydromancy, into a better card, which I could do here, actually. You know what? I'm just going to go all out on this. There you go. Tidal Weave. This is the card we want. Sandcastle's also really good. Mental Assault can be good. I mean, there's lots of good stuff here, but Tidal Weave is the one that in the long run is going to get us the most damage. But Sandcastle is super good at the start because you gain more and more barrier. You know, I'm going to hold off on the Tidal Weave until later, actually, now that I'm looking at it. And I'm going to try... At the moment, I think we have enough damage. We're fine. The Tidal Weave becomes more relevant past, like, Canto 5 would be my hot take here. So I'll do this. I'll channel you. Gain some energy. Don't actually have a ranged attack here, but I can do that. And I guess I'll just gain some barrier. Getting the barrier here also means that we have... more blessings for this guy to dispel, so there's a lesser chance he dispels. Sorry, he dispels the good ones. Get some barrier. Summon a clone. Just hit you one more time. So now we have no channeling effect, so we can pass. Yeah, if you have clones before the end of turn and a Chakram in hand, just play the Chakram rather than holding up energy, because they're going to get converted back into clones at the end of your turn anyhow. There's kind of no point. It's kind of no point just sitting on it. So Matriarch Daisy, I would like to fight her with my weapon talent if I can. Ooh, copy cards. Well, I know what I'm copying. There we go. 3 skill shots. That's gonna kind of keep us going. Can we get Matriarch Daisy? There we are. Fight her with my my weapon talent. Everything should be fine. So what do we go for? Potion Sash. Yep. Let's do that. Oh, it's not gonna do much, but I'll get these 2 going. I'll pass. But yeah, because we have so many blessings, there's a pretty low chance that she's going to dispel exactly the one that would be most detrimental to us. So here we already have 2 effects that we're channeling. So this now draws a card and gains us energy for twice. So that's already going like card/energy positive, which is really, really good. And I will still play this just in case she does dispel the barrier. Oh, and she does. So that was like a real low roll there. So many things she could have dispelled, and she dispelled like the best one. Let's get clone. Smack you. Boosh, boosh, boosh. Very good. And let's smack you again. Okay, and I hope she doesn't take the barrier. Yes. So we have 54 barrier. Really, really, really good. Let's go for the harmony. Let's hit you. I mean, she's dead here anyhow. Yeah, crazy. Such a good build. So this is really funny. The entire beast shifting archetype is contained within Metamorphosis, except for the best card, Forgotten Mask, and the card Wild Shape is technically a Metaprogress. You can flip Forgotten Mask without having Metamorphosis on if you're patient enough. We're not going to do that because it's a bit silly, but you could technically do it. If we find Wild Shape, we'll probably take it though, because it is another channeling effect, even if we can't control which beast form we're going to get. But Wild Shape is the one that just gives you like a random beast form. And again, we like the bear form at the start would be the best for us, but in the long run, we don't really care. It's just about having an additional channeling effect for harmonize, basically. Yeah, see, we're just so much berry. These guys can't get through it all. So I feel like I have not used the barrier burning card once properly so far. I've always been messing up the energy, or I've not had berry because it's been dispelled. I kind of want to use it at some point. Don't seem to be finding it either, though. Oh, this guy's dead. We're too strong. We're simply too powerful. So greater good, I'm going to take just to remove this block. That is like one of the best uses of greater good, by the way. So technically you're supposed to use it to like remove cards with tons of upgrades to get more of those upgrades. But what it is also actually just really good at is just removing cards in general. Which I feel like some people haven't quite figured out yet. It's just like a free campfire. Well, you pay 2 life, I guess that's something. I'll play you and pass. Yeah, because it just removes a card and it's 1 use. So it gets rid of itself and the card you're removing. So let's clone. Let's draw some stuff here. So yeah, here I can just use this and I can remove the block and it's gone. Boosh. So I don't want to play this because I'll lose all my channeling abilities. So I'll just hit you. And I don't want to lose my sandcastle either. Sandcastle is really good over time. It's kind of, the effect we just passed before, the talent that was like, you gain whatever whenever you're channeling stuff. That's kind of what Sandcastle is for this build. You just gain a bunch of free barriers. I'll play this, and at the start of next turn he gets burning equal to the amount of barrier we have. Way. So I guess it would take a whole nother turn cycle for that to actually kick in. That is kind of slow, actually. Maybe the frozen one would have been better. I'll take another harmony. You definitely want a lot of harmonies. You can actually like not really have too many harmonies with this deck, which is sort of funny. Do I want to try, you know what, I'm actually going to try and transmute one of these washed shores away, because without a title card they don't actually do very much. Okay, that was not very good. Hydroform can be good. This guy can interrupt, by the way, so don't get hit. I know that's not very useful advice, but just don't. I'll play this. I'm just going to YOLO that he doesn't have his interrupt card up. Okay, he drew into it, but he didn't have it initially, so I kind of guessed right. Well, this is a really bad start. We didn't get skill shot or anything to play in the first 2 turns, so we're going to draw all our good cards now, but in the meanwhile, we've lost half our life, so... Oh, yeah. Okay, let's get some barrier going. I don't want this guy to stop hitting me. There we go, 32 barrier. We're safe for the time being. Okay, very good. So we do you again. Definitely going to play you, and I'm going to, you know what, I'll play the fire shield. Why not? I'll lose my clones for it. 12 burning when he's got impervious. Wow, how useful. Okay, I have to say the burning one is maybe a bit slower than I thought it would be. Hey, what do I do here? This is annoying. I can't really play the skill shot. Well, I guess I can. I'll just eat this damage. Yeah, the sequence in which we've drawn our cards here has been absolutely abysmal. Happens sometimes, though. That's good. I like that. I'll hit you with that, and I'll just play another skill shot. Just gain a bunch of barrier and skip all the channeling cards. This build gets a lot better once you get your next point of energy. I mean, that goes for every build, but this one especially, because you just get to channel a lot easier. So I'll play you, smack you. Boosh. Okay, that wasn't so bad in the end. Just took a bit longer than I was hoping for. Nothing very good here. Energy shield, 2 barrier for each point of unspent energy. So what, we get like 2 barrier for 3 mana, 3 energy card. You all work for me now. I'm going to take the ill-gotten gains. Not because I necessarily want the gold, but I might want to try and transmute it into a random monster card. So I'll kind of see where I'm at after this visit to the merchant. Give me my 50G. Go to the merchant. Battle Cry. It's always a good card. I might just take Battle Cry. Battle Cry is really good in this next Canto specifically. I also am going to upgrade my stuff just for more skill shot barrier. Yeah, Battlecry is really good in the poison Canto because you're constantly taking poison damage. It gets a little bit worse in like non-red builds that can't reliably trigger Frenzy afterwards, but it's really good here. Oh, so the thing you actually want to make free here is usually Harmony, but if I just make the Reaver cost blood energy, it will always trigger the healing and it's free. So otherwise you'd want to make Harmony free, definitely. I'll just upgrade one of these, doesn't really matter. Opportunity, Lost Soul. Oh, this one's random card. Yeah, you need more green energy to make that specific. Just gonna fight this guy and hope he doesn't have his deadly attack. He has his deadly attack, but not really a big deal for us. Potion Sash. I'll take this because I can just do this and that will absorb his deadly attack. Yeah, do not underestimate the power. Oh no, I should have put something else on top, right? No, do not underestimate the power of oh, so skill shot doesn't stack, you only get one. Don't underestimate the power of split, just being able to tank these massive hits for you. It's so good. It kind of sucks against like small attacks, but against big stuff like this, incredible. So what I'm actually gonna do here is I'm first gonna hit you with this, that heals for more, and then I'll consume my potion. So now we're gonna take a bit of damage, yeah, because our berries only absorb some of this, and then we're gonna get dazed too. Any luck we get Panacea here? Nope. Kind of hoping we got some sort of defensive there. Let's play this. I'll just play this for next turn and just take another beating this turn. Ouch. Yeah, this is already the worst when he has both of those lined up multiple turns in a row. So I have my Reaver back in the deck, right? I'm just gonna try and draw into it, to be honest. Wow, really doesn't want to give me the Reaver. Okay, well, let me stack up some barrier in the meanwhile, because I can heal some of this back, because he's just going to go double heal now, and he'll be so low that his deadly attack isn't going to be able to get through my barrier anymore, is kind of my strategy here. So I can play this. I kind of don't want to kill him right now, actually. I want to draw the Reaver one more time. Yeah, because now he's not going to get through my barrier ever again. The problem is if I attack him now, he dies. Yeah, I'll just do it one more time, get some life on the way out. But yeah, you really need to watch out with those Froggos. I'm just going to take Greater Intellect here. You could go into red energy. Ooh, Tidal Shift is really good. Change the tide. Whenever you change the tide, summon a clone. That card goes really well with Wash to Shore, because it'll always just keep on. The two of them together will just give you a bunch of clones. Quickly up the try. These are all opportunities we're quite easily avoiding, which is very nice. Ooh, Blood Moon. That's actually really nasty. So I'm gonna YOLO on this Ill-Gotten Gain, see if we get a really good monster card maybe. It's not very good, but it's better than nothing. Okay, I want to visit the campfire pretty soon then to reset this Blood Moon, because that can get really bad for us. Discard your hand, create a clown spirit. That's fine. Yeah, like we do have a lot of good defenses, but eventually this anger will become an issue. Play you, draw a potion. Okay, so I can skill shots, Tidal Shift, drink this, get some life back and some barrier. Yeah. So having that free Reaver now is incredible. I mean, it's being triggered by itself anyhow, but the poison damage triggering it as well is just even better. Very good. See how many cards we're now drawing off those harmonies? Like, it's just disgusting. It becomes, if you have like 4 or 5 of them, you can just draw through your deck every single turn on endlessly, basically until fatigue kills you. But you should have built your deck in a way that you can get enough clones to just kill your opponent before that happens. Is kind of the dream. So can I draw it again, the Reaver? Yeah, so let's heal one more time on the way out. Very good. Yeah, that's kind of the dream there. Oh, Plain Bow. So this is really funny. I sometimes take this just to try and flip it. I will take it. It's like really YOLO if you manage to flip it. Okay, I'm also going to go here and just do this. Just get rid of the stupid thing. It's kind of tricky to flip it because we only have access to 2 colors of energy. But now that we have Battle Cry, it might be a little bit easier. So if I get Divine Energy here, it should instantly flip it. We didn't. It's totally YOLO. If you get the Pain Bow, it's really fun though. Pain Bow basically just gives you a different arrow based on each shade of energy you have, which is really good. And it is also a what am I trying to say? It is a It is a basic attack, so it can set off your chakram chain as well. So play you, Panacea, sure. Smack you a bit. Boosh, 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 boosh. This guy's piercing attack, so my barrier isn't quite as useful. In general, in this Canto, there's a lot of like afflictions. Your barrier is not blocking those very well, but it's still very good. Ooh, quick jab is really good. That just gives us essentially like a free chakram because we can just play it and it'll redraw, and then we just get a clone for free essentially. So play you for sure. You for sure. Of course, if you don't draw it in your starting hand, it doesn't do quite as much. I'm just going to keep my energy here and pass. So this guy's not going to gain impervious because, this ability only triggers if we play a melee attack, which we currently only the Reaver is a melee attack. So if we play this and then we do this, that will gain us 2 clones, which is really nice. So I really want to draw a Reaver / skill shot here to get my defenses going. The split will tank one of these, which is quite nice. Let's see, play you. Oh, that's quite nice. That'll burn him because he's undead. Play you. This is a ranged action, so that will trigger off the skill shot. Though I should have played the Balakrai first there, just in case we got a Divine Energy. We could have maybe flipped it. Play this. Very good. Now heal me, please. I'll play Harmony to redraw. Okay, so yeah, now we're safe. Now we're safe. Now we have like tons of. Oh, he's dead. Well, we're safe by killing him. That's what I meant, of course. Yeah, we would have had enough barrier there to just survive whatever. Okay, I'm gonna get a skill shot. I just want to stop getting hit in the face by all these opponents. Would be my dream. Okay, we seem to be coming by the red energy very nicely, but not by the divine energy. I think it's actually just 25% for each shade of energy that the plain bow generates. Let's gain some life. This could here whenever you come. Draw a card for each guy. Okay. I'm always trying to like. I always forget which way around that works because there's that other card where it's like discard your hand and gain a clone for each card you discarded, but that's a legendary, I think. I forgot what it's called. I'll pass. Boosh, boosh, boosh. Yeah, the poison here stifling our healing is quite annoying actually. Let's get some more clones and hit. Okay. Ooh, healing potion, very nice. Let's draw a bunch. Kind of want the Reaver one more time. Draw a card for each clone. Wait, I have like 11 clones. Nice. That was pretty sick. Okay, maybe that card is better than I thought. I would take another Harmony. Yeah, if you can make Harmonies free, they just like, they're out of control. Yeah. So evasion's useless against this guy. Because he only does ranged attacks. So that card we can try and transmute again later. This is a deck that gets on pretty well with very few like key cards. You get a clone, get my barrier going, get my heal going. Yeah, I should have taken the one that applies the frost instead. I think the damage mitigation would have been more valuable. Maybe later on I'll change my mind and the birding will come in like really key because I can stack even more barrier. But I don't know. Yeah, nothing great here. Okay, I don't want to fight the Festering Shambler with such low health because if I just get a bad starting hand, he's got like deadly attack. I just fall over dead. I'll hit you with this, gain some life. Ooh, come on, Divine Energy. Damn, it's very hesitant to give me what I need. So this is quite annoying because I keep on resetting the health and can sometimes be a bit tricky to set up a sequence where you can like 100% the opponent here. Yeah, I mean, but you see sequences like that, incredible. We're pretty good at dumping our hand too, so the brain pain won't do too much to us. But yeah, if we finally stack up enough clones, eventually we will kill him, you know? Oh, and by the way, cards that make a basic attack don't count as playing a basic attack. That will trigger the aquatic clone sequence. I don't know why it works that way, but that's definitely something to always look out for. I'll play this and also draw a bajillion cards. Very nice, thank you. So that card and Harmony together, pretty disgusting. So even if they nerf Harmony, you still have Hydromancy. You're not completely out of luck. All good. I want to see if I can get a bit more gold before I go to the merchant. It might be nice to have like 60 gold so I could pick up like a rare and an uncommon just in case. Hit you with that. I'll play this, change the tides. I'll just swing with this. Really nice to flip that pain bow sometime soon. Ouch, ouch. So play you. Let's draw a bit. Let's channel more, so I draw even more. Very good. Can we flip you? Oh, we got the divine energy. Now we just don't have the green energy. Now we have the green energy, but now we lost the red energy. Okay. This is this is the true battle I'm facing here, I think, is just fighting my own energy. I do kind of just want to like sit on this because we don't have brain pain here. I've got so many defenses here. I'm gonna see if I can get the bow to flip here real quick before I pass. I'll do that. Just trying to get through the deck. If I do this, yes, because now I can play this and now it'll flip. Boom. Yeah, it'll also trigger my basic attack sequence because now it was, I guess, technically a basic attack. Yeah, there we go. Rainbow. So conjure an arrow for each shade of your energy. Super fun, super cool card. And now we just kill this guy, right? Yeah, no need to hang around any longer. I guess I could have tried to go for another Reaver there. Let's maybe stall this fight and try and heal up with the Reaver a bit more. Let's get the Reaver. Let's heal. Let's get some potions. Let's get some barrier so we don't take as much direct damage. Double brain pain. Very good. We had no barrier to block his other attacks. That's kind of the best thing that could have happened. So rainbow, I'll show you how this works. I hit the opponent and we gain an arrow for each shade of energy we have. Really, really cool cards. Yeah, just looking for my Reavers. What do we get here? That's nice. Let's first foretell before we Harmony so we know what we're drawing into. Let's draw, okay. Oop, does really not want to give me the Reaver, does it? Douche, 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 douche. I can play this, and I can actually... No, that'll kill him. Okay. I should... Oh, if I played those two the other way around, I could have emptied my hand without taking any damage from Brain Pain. Can I get the Reaver? How many clones do I have? Way too many. Yay. Douche, 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 douche. Very nice. Another plain bow, another Harmony. Yeah, so this is kind of the quote-unquote issue with Harmony. Ooh, Idolize, actually, kind of interesting. Battle Mending, I really like this in like warrior builds and stuff. Idolize, like, it's actually not bad, but we have a pretty big deck at the moment, so I am actually going to take another skill shot. Helps with the filtering and everything. Okay, so we're going to go into this. A bit scary if he does have his deadly attack level 1. Ooh, that really sucks. That really sucks. Okay, let's just try and do as much damage as we can. Okay, we're going to take a massive amount of damage to the face here. Whoa, oh, that's disgusting. Okay, so we just need to find some kind of defensive here to get us out of this, which we do have. Yeah, so this is fine. Yeah, now we have enough barrier again to survive. We'll get the potion sash next turn. And then again, I think we're going to try and keep this guy like a low amount of health and then just try and heal off of him if we can. Play you, what do we get? Okay, so I don't have a critical strike in my hand, but I can do this. That'll get him pretty damn low. And then I can play this and I can pass. And now he shouldn't be able to do any more damage to us. Besides the poison, obviously, that'll still keep on stacking. So I don't actually want to attack him here with a basic attack, do I? Where's my Reaver? Oh my god. Where is it? Wow, is our deck actually that big that even if we draw like 10 cards, we don't find it? I guess so. Okay, just stack all this stuff up. Wow, I still didn't get it. Okay, well then we'll find it next turn. We've got a rally that will help us undo some of this poison. We actually put all that burning on him now. Okay, see now the burning's coming in too hard. Okay, we basically just left with a bit less life than we went in, which is obviously a bit of a shame. Blacksmith, I'm just gonna upgrade everything. Okay, so I'm gonna have to fight this guy with a bunch of poison, but I do have double clarity, so I can just fish the defensives out of my deck that I need. Okay, so I have 2 ranged attacks, so I want 2 skill shots. Because I can do this skill shot, set up that. Okay, that's 24. I guess I'll just get the potion sash going. Oh, wow, okay. So I'll just get another harmony. I'll hit you with this. Hit you with the quick jab and just sandcastle. Yeah, and you can't get through to me now. Though he's definitely going to try. This guy does a lot of damage. So if we can somehow purge this poison out, that would be really, really cool. I'll play you and you. I'll draw here. I'll draw here. Okay, we just need to keep on stacking more and more barrier to protect ourselves, basically. Ooh, yes, get that. Okay, we have tons of barrier. So he's not going to get through that for a hot moment. But the poison is still kind of eating away at us, actually, which is sort of surprisingly annoying. Okay, play you. Trying to get an extra point of energy here. Very good. 1, 2. Oh, we get the blunt arrow him as well. That feels really nice. Play this first, so this gives us an extra clone via changing the tide. And then if we play this, he'll gain a ton of burning. So he'll play 1 attack here. He'll gain a bajillion burning. He'll pass back, and we can kill him now anyhow. But I am going to try and fish 1 more Reaver out of the deck if I can. If I can. If I can. I guess we're actually had so much poison on us that didn't really matter. No, I probably lost more life trying to fish for it there than I would have gained. So no. That's kind of good if you take double dexterity, but also no. Strategist is okay. So more barrier or more hand size. So the hand size is actually kind of nice because we're drawing so much. So I'm actually going to take that. Not something I've usually taken here, but it's not bad. I think we get enough barrier otherwise. So fighting the Noxlite Troll, if I draw right, I could take it, but I don't have my weapon power, so I'm not guaranteed to find the key cards that I need, so I'm kind of iffy on it. What do you do here? The thing is, the fight against Viola and Serena are both pretty brutal because we are a combo deck, and we do get interrupted by Serena, and Viola's Jinxed and all that is really brutal. So I'm actually just going to go to the Temple of the Pyre and I guess not recruit Serena in the end, now that I'm kind of faced with the decision. Okay, Pyrite Tithe Taker. Actually, we've got really low gold, so the Pyrite Tithe Taker is a good fight. He basically scales off of like how much gold he can steal from you, which is kind of, it's a pretty unique fight. Can we get another one? Yeah. So this guy will do direct damage to me, so I will just... Oh, I don't have any clones anymore, though. Okay, that was stupid. That didn't do anything. Okay, I have nothing to foretell, but I can do this and this. Boosh, boosh, boosh. Here, gain some barrier, whatever. Yeah, that's the problem when you get your all your skilled shots, but none of the ranged attacks to back them up. So that's 2. Yeah, I kind of need to kill this guy here because of this burning he's put on me, don't I? Douche, douche, douche. Let's chain, kill. Very good. Ooh, scary. So, Shrine, what do you do? 10 maximum health. The thing is, every time we use this, our Reaver gets worse because it heals for less. I don't know, say making something like Hydroform could be kind of good. I guess making a Harmony free. I'm actually going to keep the 10 health. I think I'm kind of fine there. Ooh. I'm trying to think, is there an enchantment we could YOLO for that's so good it's worth missing another 20 maximum health? And I just don't think so at this point. Ambush. Ooh, that's really bad. Okay, what potion do we get? Yeah, that's something. So what would we want here? I guess a skill shot. Get that. Hit you with that. Do this. Yeah, just pass. Boosh, 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 boosh. That's a lot of burning. Okay, redraw here. So what is this? Whenever you change the tide, I'll draw a bit. Can I get my Reaver, please? There it is. Thank you. Okay. Let's get some free arrows here. Oh yeah, I still have this, don't I? Let's draw here. That'll redraw me as well. Very good, okay. Spooky. Yeah, that Reaver's kind of the only thing keeping the fort down right now. What shrine is this? Shrine of Commerce. Scary. Wait, I can, because this gives you equal level transmutes. I'd love to push damage into this to see a better monster card. This could be really sketchy though. These are all kind of meh. Cleanse and affliction. Affliction is cleanse this way out of random sin. Actually, that's not bad here because of all the burning. Oh no, we have to lose something. I would... at this point, actually, the battle cry, because we can't trigger the frenzy very reliably. Being able to cleanse an affliction is actually not so bad. Let's see. Let's do skill shot into skill shot. I'll play you and play you. Yeah. Bunch of burning, whatever. So I start with you. Then I'm gonna go for the Expel Evil, so I can get rid of this burning later. Yes. Burning so spooky. Okay, hit you with this. You get a sin put in your deck. I don't really know if that actually works against the opponents, to be honest. So, some stuff like that doesn't actually put the cards into their deck. Oh yes, very good. That's great. That's great. That's great. Can I just kill you here? Yes, very good. Whew. Okay, really scumming across the bottom here. Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing. Almost free heal. Okay, so we have super low gold, so this guy can't actually steal a lot of our gold for the tithings and stuff. So that's really nice to see. So I'm first just gonna heal a bit. Yeah, you take all our gold. It's fine. You're not gonna scale off of them very well. Yeah, and then I'm just gonna... Cool. So his deadly attack does like damage equal to the amount of tithings he has, but he has so few because we're kind of broke. This is like, funnily enough, kind of one fight where just having no gold is actually good. It's kind of like, oh, you're a little broke boy, so I can't do any damage to you. He does steal our gold though eventually if you don't kill him fast enough, but like I said, we don't really have that much to lose anyhow. We weren't going to imbue anything here. This is not a build that really needs imbues. There are obviously great things to imbue. Spoils of War, it's always great to have in any green class. But I wouldn't call you dependent on them like some other builds are. Okay, just set that up for later and pass. Yeah, tons of barrier, tons of impervious, whatever. Burning's actually kind of coming in handy here. Boosh. Yes, each one of those hits, that little ching 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 sound is him trying to steal our gold, but we don't have any, so... Okay, Pirate Martyr, we actually have a good matchup here because we don't really put any afflictions on our opponents, and we're probably not going to overkill him by very much because we deal our damage so slowly. So this is actually not too bad of a matchup, I think. Ooh, but that can happen for sure. Whoa, that was disgusting. Okay, so he's got doesn't have any direct attacks lined up. That's really nice for us. That means we don't need to be scared of that happening again. Yeah, he's just going to be cleansing a bunch of afflictions that he doesn't have. Now this turn could get scary if we don't manage to get him down. So let's do our best here. Yeah, so I don't technically want to play a card that will put an affliction on him, but I just want to overkill him by the least amount. There you go, 1. Basically, the thing is, if you overkill them, ooh, brew concoction, that's actually kind of nice. If you overkill them too much, you start next fight with burning equal to the overkill, which is obviously painful. Another harmony, I mean, it is just so good, isn't it? Another skill shot too. No, dragon skills I've sometimes taken here, but at this point in the run, I'm kind of iffy on it. Expel Evil, I kind of want to keep that for at least the rest of this Canto. Oh, this is so sketchy. Can I buy a potion here? Yeah, I mean, this doesn't help me too much against him because he does get piercing damage eventually. But let's see. Yeah. First strike. If only we had perception. God, what's even in my hand, actually? So I have Harmony, Harmony. I do not have a skill shot for any kind of barrier. So let's start with that. Oh, fuck, he had barrier as well. Okay, that was stupid. Let's get rid of the burning. Let's draw. Let's get something better. Very good. Yeah, this is where... okay, you're witnessing the power of multiple harmonies in action. I'll swing at you. Yeah. There you go. So that's the power of multiple harmonies. How you can just kind of, from a bum hand, just kind of draw your way back into something semi-playable. I'm just gonna gain the life. Let's see. Hit you. Boosh, boosh. So he's still above half health, so he will not be piercing yet. He's still gonna do a lot of damage. Our burning won't do much against him because he's fire resistant, so he loses half at the start of turn anyhow. So not really expecting too much there. Harmony, of course. Let's boosh, boosh, boosh. Okay, so now he's gonna start piercing. Maybe we can get some kind of good arrow here. Oh, we can actually dispel his burning and leave him at 1 health because this is going to get halved. So ouch, ouch. 1 HP, okay. I'm kind of wondering if I can redraw into my Reaver maybe. Just get 1 more point of healing out of this fight before, there we go, before we pass. Yay, see, 9 health before we go out. Arcane Clear is actually pretty good too. Ranged actions deal 2 additional damage. I'm going to take that. Our deck is getting a little bit bloated, I will say. I don't think it's necessarily the tightest version I've ever played of this. Truth, Imperfection, Darkness. We get the fire resistance. So we reset our weapon power. We don't have any gold for the enchanter. Who do we want to fight here? So obviously fighting the Dawnbringer is like better in the long run. I just don't know if we can survive that. I'm going to fight the fire chicken. That's fine. So, smack. What do we actually want here? Let's start with the Reaver. It's potentially a bit of a longer fight. Let's do skill shot. Well, I don't really need to expel evil because... sorry. We have the... Sorry, we have the burning resistance now, so we don't need to be cleansing the burning quite as often anymore. Yeah, that's fine. It's not a priority. It could get bad if he like does it too often, but okay, let's do harmony into harmony, into harmony, into harmony, to sandcastle. Okay. Yeah, dispel a blessing, whatever. Let's draw a bunch. That's cool. Oh, that'll be good in the long run. Can we get another harmony? I will take whatever. If I play this, I'll draw a harmony. That will get me more energy. That was stupid. I actually knew what I was going to draw there. There was no point using the impervious there. I mean, I guess it soaked up some damage, but yeah. Bleeding, sure. So I do this. I do harmony into harmony. I can play that for free. Do this into hydroform. Yeah, first harmony. I get some more channeling effects. I get the Reaver. I put the burning on him. I'll discard my hand. I'll play this. Let's get rid of the burning. Let's redraw more. Yeah, so you really see this is where the build starts to go a little bit crazy. So he's going to still take a shit ton of damage here, isn't he? I can stun him. I'll play this. I'll change this. This will now draw me even more cards. I can heal even more on the way out. Now I just need to get through his egg form, which I can do. Very nice. So there you go. It's a bit of a turtly build, but now we just need to get that 1 card again that I skipped earlier. You can memorize something for me. That's actually not bad. What would I like to memorize in a build like this? The Reaver? No, that's silly. I guess I want to memorize something that sets up my other turns better, because I don't really want the harmony, because I don't necessarily have anything to channel. I guess Title Shift would be a good one to have. Sandcastle. I will... Ooh, it's actually difficult. I just need to get something to start channeling with, basically. Yeah, sure. Title shift. Why not? And then we're going to go here because it has the biggest upside, and I'll be right back. Okay. What's going on? Okay. So we are going to the Thornwind Pass. So this is relatively straightforward. The only thing I would say, ooh, go for Final Star. It gives us that little bit of healing. We really could take a perception now still. I'll just warm my hands. The only thing we really need to, ooh, yes, we get 10 maximum health back. That's actually really nice. What are we back at? 110? But the only thing we really need to watch out for here is the Caius fight, because he can just blow you out sometimes. Two reasons with this build. One of them is he can interrupt without actually connecting with you, which is really brutal. Basically means that he can just, even if he's doing 0 damage, you have a million barrier, he'll just interrupt you and knock all your effects off. And he also has that ability where when he's like low on health, he multi-hits and just does a trillion damage out of nowhere. It's really scary. Yeah, so one card we definitely need now is the Tidal Weave back, the thing where it's like damage equals your clones. Because right now we're not, we have good turtling, and like we could just keep on going like this, but the problem is that we're not really doing enough damage where I feel like when we get later in the game, we're going to be able to scale along with the threats. For this Canto, it's surely fine. But when it gets to the final Cantos, it gets a bit scarier. So I really, really want that. I want that Tidal Weave or something. If we'd taken red energy, we could have gone Master of Arms. We could have also maybe found that off that Imbue earlier that I skipped. It's like a small chance that you get it there. Again, a small chance, not a high one, but it's not impossible. Yeah, because like we're doing damage, but you can see how long it's taken. But we will get there. We will absolutely get there. Our barrier is keeping us healthy. The Final Star is healing us both for 5 at the start of the turn, which is like kind of neat. Boosh. Yeah, there we go. Or we could, I was about to say, or we could get marksmanship. Strong arms also very good. Ooh, I actually don't know what's better here. Because range attacks having 50% chance to be a critical hit. That means all of our like cloned ones can do critical hits, but that will be a critical hit for 10, and this will just make them all hit for 5. I mean, I'd love to just have both of these. It will make the chakrams probably stronger, the upgraded ones, but the non-upgraded ones are probably better with strong arms, but critical hits are critical hits. I think marksmanship has probably crazier overall scaling if we can then get Tidal Weave as well. So I will take a Sandcastle here and try and transmute that into a Tidal Weave later. Is it even called Tidal? I keep on calling it. I don't even know that's what it's called. I'm so bad with these card names sometimes. So what do I do here actually? What's in my hand? I need a skill shot. Yeah, because she's going to burst me otherwise. I just need to get some barrier going. Boosh. And yeah, I mean, we're always going to have crit attacks with skill shot. So what do? I play this and I'll play this and I'll pass. Yeah, because our split will take her deadly attack and then we'll absorb most of the damage with our barrier from the other one. So hit you with this. Dun, 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 dun. Boosh, 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 boosh. I'll take that. I'll hit you with this. This will again give us the free Reaver. I'll hit you with this. Cool. So we're actually gonna take a decent amount of damage here, aren't we? Oh, this is where she's scary, is when she starts stacking the bleeding on us like that. Okay, well, I'll play you. And then this will draw me an extra card. We'll play this. Summon a clone. Play this. I'll get rid of my bleeding. I was hoping it wouldn't do the other one there. Oh yeah, now we're in the pocket. Now we are most definitely in the pocket. There we go. There we go. Oh yeah, the random crits feel good. Let's hit you with that. I'll hit you with that. And oh yeah, didn't have any clones there anymore, did I? But not like she can do anything to us here. Yeah, she does do massive damage. This is a surprisingly scary enemy. If you can just like one paw her because she's so squishy, obviously nothing to fear. But if the fight goes on for too long, it's really bad. Ooh, Simulacrum. So the thing is, we don't have very good card draw at the moment. Oh, that was a mimic. We don't have very good card draw at the moment. So our starting hand is always super limited when we don't have our weapon power up. Yeah. So what do we do here? 1, 2, and I'm gonna hit you with this, and I'll keep those 2 effects going just for more damage. Oh, it's actually kind of nasty because this guy goes fast and we do not do damage very quickly. So I'll do this, I'll do this. What do I actually get here? That's pretty good. Okay, hit you with that. Boosh, boosh, boosh. I mean, these random crits are coming in pretty well. And I'll just do this just to get another channel in case we draw another Harmony. Then we have 1 more turn to kill him, and we can definitely do 31 damage in that time. Oh yeah, that's fine. Because these all draw like a shit ton of cards now, don't they? Oh, if anything, we can actually troll around here a little bit. Let's try and find a Weaver. A Weaver or Reaver? A lisping Reaver. There we go. Let's heal a little bit on the way out. Okay, that was kind of just in time. So yeah, when we have our weapon power up, it's a lot better because we can just clarity the card we need. Obviously, we just found a clarity or 2. That would be even better. I mean, the fuck was that? That was a lot of damage. Jesus Christ. Yeah, because with the clarity, we get the skill shot. Now, what I want to try and first do here is burn through a little bit of the frozen before I use the chakram, so it does more damage. Yeah, so I get a bigger shield from it. So we definitely want Maki here because she'll give us Ferocity, which will help us heal off of the crits that we're doing. So we're going to energy positive with that. I'll gain, yeah, let's daze you. Let's gain some potions. That's very good. That's also very good. Let's go for the Reaver here. That's very nice. Hit you with that. Heal with that. Get some arrows. Freeze you with that. I'll go for another Harmony and I will pass the turn. Yeah, Maki's going to help us push damage here and also give us sustain. That'll be really nice once we have her. So do this first. Hopefully it purges the... Yep. Oh, and we got another one. Amazing. I was about to say, I hope that purges the bleeding. Now we can actually put some frozen on him. Oh, sorry, burning. Yep, whatever. Okay, 38 burning. It's something. It's something. So we'll do this, we'll do this, we'll do this. We'll get my... Does it even matter here? Let's get some more clones going. Douche, 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 douche. Very good. No, all good. So I get Maki. That's very, very nice. I'm happy about that. Do I go to the merchant now? Yes, I could find the card that I need here. Oh, Vitalize. Actually really good. If I take Sanguine Cassie, you can get Hydroform, Arcane, or Reaver. Those are all good. Arcane Quiver is the worst one. Vitalize is actually not too bad here for sustain, but I really just want the other card. I mean, Bless Weapon is also really good. The only problem with Bless Weapon is it gives you Divine Energy, which you can't spend on like half my cards, but it is really good sustain. I don't have anything that boosts sustain though, do I? No, I just want that one other card. Try to read the chaos. Ooh, Figmented. Okay, what is a great card here that would be good in multiples? I mean, Harmony, obviously. The Reaver. It's not Skill Shot. None of the Harmonies are like upgraded though or anything. I mean, do I just like double Reaver? I think I will actually. That's really good. The second one will always do less healing than the first one. But still, I do this and I get another one. There you go. It's quite cute. Get our channel effects going. Holy fuck. Take a bunch of damage to the face. Can we purge some of these? Nope. Okay, I'll just get all these effects going. I'll draw a bajillion. I'll set up a massive piece of barrier, which I actually did not get there because I played right into his barrier. So which one of these is more? That one. There we go. Oh, we have enough barrier to hide behind. Yay. So many opponents in this Canto do bleeding damage without actually having to connect with you. It's pretty damn annoying. So here we try and get rid of our frozen. Yep. I'm trying to get a skill shot here because then I can play this and then this will gain a bunch of life back, which is really nice. Hit you with the serrated area, hit with it with the rainbow. Boom, boom, boom. Gonna redraw here. Boom. Oh, already got him. Okay, the critical strikes are actually coming in pretty high here. I am like kind of feeling a difference, but we still just need that one thing that kind of goes a bit over. A bit higher than that. What do I have in hand? I still need a ranged attack, so I'll take one of these chakrams. I'll play you. Oh, I should have played this first, so I knew what I was drawing into. Gain a bunch of barrier. Barrier is just so good because it lasts between turns, which is kind of disgusting. It's just like, it's not better than armor in every way, because armor has a lot of things that scale off of it too, that are really strong. And it can be stolen or dispelled because it is a blessing, but overall it is a pretty good thing to have. I'll draw a bunch of cards here. Let's do Sandcastle. Let's channel into that. Let's harmonize into that. Oh, I should have played the Sandcastle first, whatever. So what I want to do here, I'm actually going to play this because I have so much barrier now. It'll probably apply quite a bit of burning. So quick jab, potion, yeah. If I can just get him underneath a certain amount of health, the burning, 118 health, the burning will get the rest of him. Can I draw here? Yep, I can. Ooh-wee. Let's do this, then pass. Still need to try and transmute one of these sandcastles. Yeah, he'll just die here. Very good. I mean, I could also just randomly find one of them. 4 skill shots. Do I want a 5th skill shot? I think I'm actually fine. Okay, another reserve giant. I didn't already use the alchemist, did I? Hope I didn't. Double heal. Smack you with that bit. Yeah, take that. So yeah, by the way, Maki, it's whenever you play an action game for Rossi, whenever you fight for more, your next attack critically hits. So she's kind of like both sustain and damage. A really neat effect, basically. Especially when we're already critically healing. We're just getting so much ferocity, which means we're getting a ton of damage out of her. Oh, let's get some more effects to channel, that we can just try even more. Oh, Harmony, you are so disgusting. Let's get the dazed on her. Let's get another skill shot going. Let's draw. Let's play you. Let's play you. Let's channel more effects. Well, you can't actually double channel Sandcastle, unfortunately, but douche, 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 douche. Okay, we get washed ashore. We rainbow you. I think if you have red energy, you get the dazed arrow, which is probably the best one because it helps lock the opponent down. Let's play this. Let's get rid of the affliction. Let's play that, sure. Let's critically strike here. Let's critically strike here. Yeah, so we're sort of unkillable, but yeah, our damage is a bit slow. Okay. Will this just kill him? I think I have enough clones for this. Oh, my frozen fucked me there. This one does piercing damage though, right? Yeah. Die? Okay, very good. Rabbit foot. Oh, sharpshooter. Okay, this is also an incredible enchantment. So this combo, your range actions deal equal damage to every ranged action you've played that turn. And like, guess what we do? We spam ranged actions. Oh, there she is. So I'm going to side transmute one of these sandcastles. They're both the same, right? Get Tidal Weave. So I'm going to clone this turn. Your basic dex deal extra damage to your current clone. So we now both have the sharpshooter enchantment and Tidal Weave. So we can now scale our damage much more effectively. Let's see if we can get this going. So I still need to prioritize the same old things though. I'm actually going to kind of try and get rid of this frozen. Very good. That was sort of just a YOLO. Let's roll that. Let's roll that. Okay, I'm not actually channeling anything here, am I? I'll just hit you with this. Yeah, whatever. Take some damage to the face. We've got our cool Reaver protecting us. So we do this. You play. I actually want that over the other one here. Then I'll just pass. Yeah, I'd love to view that sharpshooter now. That'd be really good to have. Because for us, I guess it's like almost it's dealing 2 damage because we have the critical strikes. So it's actually doing a bit more than it seems for us, but very often. So yep. The thing is, though, you need to play this Tidal Weave before you fire off all your clones, which I would have done here if I hadn't been pinned. But yeah, pinned really messes up your sequencing. Okay, I'm not pinned. Very good. Can I draw into something good like sharpshooter? Yep, yes I can. Play you as well. I'm gonna play this as well. Yes, see our damage every single hit is scaling up. That's really sick. Nope, nothing good here. So we now fight Caius. Yes, I'm gonna go to the blacksmith. I'm just gonna reset my weapon power just for this fight. Just so I can get what I need. But yeah, this guy, really annoying fight, even in the best of days. I kind of have to kill him twice. So I have one chakram. He interrupts us anyhow, so there's kind of no use really trying to stack up too much of that kind of stuff, in my opinion. Just go quick jab. Grab one of these. Grab one of these. We could technically, though, on the turn where he revives himself and applies Winter Frozen to us, try and get the Affliction Cleanser into our hands, and then kind of get through it that way. Let's poison you. I do not have one of these going so far, so I'll hit you with this. Yeah, and then I'll just get it for Harmony again. So he's going to interrupt us here, most likely. Yeah. So it's not an on-hit, it just interrupts you regardless of what he does. It's just really, really tough to deal with in one of these builds. Put some burning on you. Let's draw here. Yeah, just kind of randomly hope that this is not his interrupt attack. I mean, his other one's pretty brutal too. Okay, we do kind of need to slowly get him dead here now, though. Let me think. So this does... I'll draw here. Okay, that's another one. Good. I will try and cleanse. Okay, the brittle's not bad either. It's piercing anyhow. Okay, we only have 2 clones at the moment, so that's not going to do very much. Let's just draw some more. What can we draw into here? More harmonies. Yep. Let's get some more clones, We really need more of those cards that just like create clones for us. We really don't have a lot of them. Play this. So now we have all the frozen on us. Just gonna play these out just to get more clones next turn, I guess. This will technically heal us, but also not really. And then we just pass. I think we have enough. Yeah, we've got enough barrier here to be fine. Yeah, all good. Just get interrupted again. Yeah, really annoying fight because you just can't stack your channel effects. Let's play this. Let's play this. This will redirect some damage. There we go. Okay. Oof. Okay. 20 frozen. We channel. We hope we don't die, I guess. Basically, is where we're at. Oh boy, if he actually has his multi-hit attack here, we might just freaking die. Oh my god. We got pretty lucky there. I'm not gonna pretend that was anything else than pure luck that he didn't have that attack right there. Okay. We did finally kill him though. God, that Caius fight is annoying. Okay, no. Oh, so Jinx, Dominate, Dazzle, not as important anymore. Weapon training. The Impervious is pretty nice. Weapon training though is kind of cool. Just having that every single battle makes every fight just a bit easier. Arcane Anvil, I'm trying to think, is there actually another good ranged attack we might want, or just... No, it's probably fine. Finish it. Okay. Frozen Pyres. Let's get rid of something here. I feel like we probably have a card we can get rid of. Like this Fire Shield. I don't think it's really doing that much for us. Because what you really want is like this title shift and stuff in multiples and wash to shore, and then you could just do it and you get tons of clones every single turn, but we've kind of not really managed to do that. Let's just hit you a few more times. Make sure you know what's up. Boosh, boosh. Okay. So that's very good. That's very good. So let me just hit you here. Imagine we can probably just kill you, right? Yeah, very good. 2 squish. We have our weapon talent every single turn now too, which is really nice. So here we get 50 gold. It's a shame that the enchanter isn't around, because now I have that sharpshooter I'd love to enchant, but I guess we could maybe still get it next turn. So we have... Oh, she's annoying because we need to get through this darkness first before we do anything else. I think we just need to set up a few channel effects here, because I do have 1, 2, 3 channel effects. And I'll actually get the Expel Evil, because she's going to put afflictions on us, and maybe we can get rid of the frozen if we're lucky here. So this she can't jinx. This she can. I actually want her to jinx that. I'm going to try and get rid of the frozen. Nope, got rid of the other thing. That's not bad either, though. Play this, play you. This pierces. I can't stun her anyhow because she's undead, so there's no point taking the dazed arrow there. Okay. Definitely don't want to get this fight. Let this fight drag on too long. So we get tons of stuff on us, don't we? 9 clones. I'll just play this now. So now all of our attacks are doing 10 more. Do we have a skill shot lined up? No, we don't. I'll hit you with that. Darkness shield is gone now, so we're doing proper damage to us. You see how much more damage we're doing now with the tidal weave? There we go. It's kind of what we want. I'll take another wash to shore. Yep, you are dead. Something else I want to get rid of at this point. I feel like there is. You know, I can get rid of this surge. It's really not doing anything. I actually didn't notice that we still have both surges in the deck. The green one's really nice because it can just set off your chakram chain. This guy's a bit annoying too because of the frozen thing, but potentially we can expel evil and get around it that way. What am I thinking of doing here actually? I'll get a skill shot, not for this turn, but I'll do 1, 2. I guess actually I could just harmony through my deck a bit because I can use expel evil anyhow, right? Yeah, I can just play this now, get rid of the frozen. And just kind of go through my deck a bit and set myself up for next turn. Yes, I think this is a good idea. Oh, I mean, I can just hit you now. I don't have any green energy for the sharpshooter, unfortunately. I didn't really think about that. But yeah, just setting myself up for a much better next turn. And pass, yeah, because now I've got like a trillion barrier. You can't really get through that anymore. We're still going to be burying cards in our deck, which is sort of annoying, but it's not the end of the world. So you do this. And this is going to do a ton of damage now because we have the tidal weave for 10. Yeah, there we go. Very, very, very good. So we can dispel a blessing of his later. I guess I'm just going to try and draw into the... This is piercing, so I'll keep that for a moment. I'll just play all of these. I was kind of hoping we might draw into the affliction removal thing again. And then here I will dispel your regenerate, so deal with that. Okay, we can just kill him here now. Just first basic we play, you should get him. Yeah, you. Boom. Very good, very good. Thank you. A second tidal weave, I'm fine. Just kind of need the one. So I get my Aurora Prism, which is not very useful in my build because most of our attacks don't scale off that. So Honest Cathedral, kind of scary. Everything's kind of scary because this is like, if we have a really slow build, getting through here would be difficult, but we have a really good matchup against the Crypt Broodmother, actually. We've got a good matchup against both the bosses here, I think. Because they're both, one of them is weak to ranged and one of them is weak to multi-hit, and that's kind of exactly what our build does. But yeah, some of the other opponents like this guy could be a bit tough for sure. Let's see how we can set it up. Let's get some barrier going. But otherwise, let's just get our tidal effects. Stuff we can, the channeling effects, I mean. So let's do this. Okay, draw a bunch, draw a bunch. Let's do that. Let's draw some more. Play you. Let's draw some more. What can we draw into here? Sharpshooter. Oh, and obviously we run out of draw effects exactly then. Let's see how much damage we can do here though. Oh man, so much better with this tidal weave now. It makes such a huge difference. This guy does actually scale off of being... He doesn't scale off of being low health, but he heals himself when he's low health. Still, let's just get him low. He's got the same thing as Dante, where he heals half of his missing health every turn. This is good to get. That's nice to get. We'll definitely daze him, that's for sure. So now we have tons of clones. And we're keeping them between every single turn. This guy can't interrupt us. I don't think he has an interrupt. Hit you with this, and wow. That actually killed him. Okay, not bad. Take another wash to shore. This guy I don't want to fight without one of the statues. Can't really deal with him because of the dazed. Yeah, you always need to be playing the statue game here. That's what you're really looking at. Skill shot, wash the shore. Oh, that was stupid because I'm using the clarity now anyhow. Wait, what do I have in hand? Do not have a skill shot. Oh, I used a skill shot already, so I don't have one. Okay, my bad. I'll just set up another channel effect. Yeah, I really wish we had some card draw stuff because our energy generation is great, but like a bigger opening hand would make this build so much better right about now. That's kind of where we're struggling a bit. I think I can also get rid of this brew concoction at some point, that one potion. I mean, it's fine, but I'm not sure it's worth the card in the deck. I really just want more copies of Title Shift. What does this even do? Okay, I don't have any poison. Nice try. Let's get some more of these. Oh, very good. Here we go. This will kill him now. Let's see if I can heal a bit on the way out. Yeah, easy kill there. Another skill shot. Ah, it is good, but I don't need it. Opportunity. Ambush. Venom Stalker. Okay. So we channel. I do have a Harmony in hand. I might just go for another channel effect then, actually, to see what we draw into. Let's channel everything I can. I'll just hit you a bit. Yeah, whatever. Unfortunately, didn't have green energy over the sharpshooter. I need to think about that to keep like one green open if I don't have sharpshooter up yet. So let's do this. Let's gain some health here. Can I play the second one too as well? That'd be very nice. Thank you. Let's draw into this here. So this is going to critically hit and also heal me a bit. 1, 2. Ooh, let me actually get another clone. Hit you a bit more. Boo. Ah, I didn't quite get him dead. Yeah, whatever. I'm just gonna redraw my hand here because I have so many clones. Let's get rid of the poison. Can I heal a bit on the way out here? I mean, I have so much going on here. Oh, no, I don't anymore because I spent all my energy. Well, I can just crit you with this arrow and go on to the next fight. Cool. Activate the weapon power. Ooh, my friend. Thank you. Okay, sharpshooter is imbued. Radiant assault's actually not that bad here, is it? You get a bunch of get at least 3 hits off with it. But I do want that other card more. Oh no, I don't have anything. Second split. I will actually take this. Being able to cleanse an affliction every now and then can be quite nice. Bright gem. I will be healthier. I'll take that maximum health. This one is the poison. Nope, this is the right. Oh no, that would have been the right one, right? The dazed one. Okay, if I want to clone something, I can do it now. Do I just want more? Oh, I wanted another title shift, didn't I? They're both memorized now. So I'll go here. I'll just reset. This is the anti-poison one. I don't want to fight. I want to fight him with the anti-dazed one or the zeal one, so purple or yellow. Well, I'll have to fight this guy with yellow. That's fine. Just need to try and not get too much poison on myself. Well, here I'll get a harmony because I can go 1, 2. I can do this. Draw some new cards here. See how many clones we're getting now? That's kind of what we wanted the whole time. Yeah, because the more stacks of this we get every single time we change the tides, it will grant us that many more clones. Okay. Fish. Pretty good. Uncanny luck, not bad. That helps us with our critical hit chance as well. I'm gonna take another harmony though. Yeah, here we could fight him. Just need to build up a little bit of resistance. This is kind of annoying, by the way that's sometimes applied is I think sometimes the daze still gets applied even if you have dazed immunity or something, or at least it used to. Kind of the sequence of it wasn't entirely like they would load in, like it would apply the dazed immunity, then the dazed. But now I think it's kind of been fixed. I mean, we don't actually have dazed immunity here. We're actually just getting it converted into Zeal, which I actually just noticed is sort of a bit of an issue, especially if we're not drawing any cards. Oh, this is actually really bad. Did we just kill ourselves here? Yeah, because this is the Zeal conversion one. This isn't the immunity to dazed at all. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna save scum here. I actually meant to go into this with the purple statue. Yeah, I would have lost there. That would have just killed me. So we do the little statue mini game, shuffle them around a bunch. No. I mean, to be honest, red and her is also a great combination. This guy we can fight with poison immunity. That's fine. You're just always trying to line up your immunities with the opponent you're fighting, and the Zeal one is often the worst. You know, let me actually just get the Reaver here. Just heal up. 1, 2. Yeah, so what would have happened with that last one? I would have just simply, even if they wouldn't have killed me, I think my Zeal would have just gotten me at the beginning of the next turn. So that was just a misplay going into that fight in the first place. So yeah, happens. But yeah, the right thing to do, line up your statue, and then you're all good to go. So let's get rid of the pinned. That's quite nice. Sure. Let's draw some more. Let's draw some more. Oh, that one we can play for free, sort of. Let's draw some more. What are we gonna draw into? Don't actually need you. Get some clones, get some clones, get some clones. Now, if I do this, I'll draw 19 cards. Not that I can even hold that many, but it's kind of funny to try. Get my Reaver again, though. Do I gotta play another one before you die? No, I don't. Okay, shame. Okay, so could still take strong arms here. I mean, the thing is, like, Painbringer would just be healing me all the time, which is also super nice. But the strong arms would really help us scale our damage. Ooh, I'm gonna take the Painbringer because I think we're actually sort of struggling a little bit with our sustain here. Okay. You are not welcome here. I love hanging out here, though. It's very rude of you. Let's do this. We can do 1, 2, 3. Can redraw. Can redraw. I guess we just play the prison and pass. Ouch, ouch, ouch. So I'll play you. Yeah, give me those heals, baby. Yeah, all the heals from the Painbringer now are really nice because every second range attack we're basically gaining 3 health, which really, really adds up. Cool. So we still need to fight the boss, don't we? Yes, but I want to fight her with poison immunity. Ooh, can make something persistent. Definitely this. Wait, so this is dazed immunity. Yes, this is what I want to do, right? Immune to dazed. Yeah, cool. So now I don't get dazed converted into Zeal, which also just kills me. I just get dazed converted into nothing, essentially. Let's do 1, 2. Let's get some clones. Let's draw a bunch. Let's draw a bunch. Let's get some clones. Get some clones. Let's redraw our entire hand. And let's heal myself. And then all of these clones will just absolutely destroy you, won't they? Yeah, very nice. Cool. Nothing special. Him we want to fight with poison immunity. So this is actually exactly what we want, isn't it? Yeah. Do it again. This guy you also don't want to fight with the Zeal one because it'll convert his massive amounts of infect into Zeal and probably just kill you, which is very sad. Just keep on drawing. Just keep on drawing. Okay, so I've punted a bunch of those. So this guy has wall climbs, immune to all but range damage, but guess what? We deal range damage. So that's really nice. Just hit him a few more times, get our barrier going. So this guy, if he gets his deadly attack off, will be set to 10% health either way, goes through everything. Yeah, so that, the Silken Noose. And this is the problem, then if you have Zeal there, it might just kill you. Because you're at such low health, even if you've just a bit of Zeal, it'll do a ton of damage to you. Sure. Just need to do a bit of damage and regain all my health here. Yeah, because you gain all your actions gain life drain from the Silken Noose. So it kind of helps you heal back up to full. It's also just really funny. Funhouse, it's not necessarily great. I don't know, I've never really been a big fan of it. It's good, but it kind of doesn't really, I find it sometimes a little bit awkward to like slot into the sequence. Now we're just looking for the Spider Lady. We want Spider Lady with red statue is basically what we're looking for. No, not with Zeal statue. With red statue. If you're a warrior, you can just crush the statues you don't need, which is really nice. But you unfortunately can't do it on any other build. I think you need triple red energy. Oh, no, that was the wrong one anyhow. Okay, you just need triple red energy to do it. Yeah, I kind of wish the statue thing worked a little bit differently because like eventually we're going to get what we want, right? So why can't we just like select the statue we want to have active? Yeah, it's a red statue, but not yellow statue is what you want. Red statue, but not yellow statue. Don't care about the dazed statue. She is not dazed. Every statue but red. Red statue, but not yellow statue. Very good, because she does poison damage to you via her little spider broodling, so you just want to prevent that. I guess we'll do this. We'll get a harmonize, and we'll get another channel effect. So I'll do one channel effect, two channel effect. I'll draw a bunch. I was kind of hoping to draw into another channel effect there. Well, let's discard a hand and redraw. We might do that now. Oh, very good. That's kind of cool. Okay, this is going off. Funhouse, sure. I mean, now I can slot it in. Get more clones, get more clones. I'm just sitting on this tidal weave until I have like the most amount of clones I think I possibly can get in one turn. Let's draw some more. Let's draw some more. Let's get some more clones. Okay, I can't draw anymore now, so I'll play this, get 22 extra damage, and then just the first few will be eaten by the thingies anyhow. But then all the next few hits are going to scale like crazy. Oh, there we go. Absolutely beautiful. Oh, we could get a random beast form here. I'm actually going to do that. Why not? It is a free channel effect, basically. Okay, no, I don't want to fight you with Zeal, as I said before. Can I level up one more time? No, we're way too far off, unfortunately. So, hit you with that. So that's a channel, that's a channel. I can get one more channel effect going. I'll get Sandcastle. This will draw us more. That's a free redraw. This is not a free redraw. That's a clone, that's a clone, that's a clone. And I can play this to set off the sequence so I don't have to burn my one energy. I can channel the rest of these effects. Oh, that was pretty nice. So which one did I actually get? I got Form the Cat. That's pretty cool. So I get to crit with my first hit. Bish, why not? Yeah, getting strong arms would have been pretty sick too, but this is also very nice. I can just kill you with this here, Canto. Very good. Ransom, another skill shot, probably fine. Okay, I have enough coins to continue onwards, so I'll go to the Ferryman, and I will have his coins. You need at least 50 to continue on to Wrath. Okay, so this is actually kind of scary now. The best sequence of events here is we get Impervious, and he plays the thing that does damage equal to our health, and we can just eat it for free. That would be super nice. Play this and this, get some more clones. Play you, you, and you. Just draw into more harmonies. That's really good. I guess I'll take the piercing one, just in case we somehow actually get him so low that that matters this turn, but I kind of doubt it. Okay, let's get some more clones. Just do this. Yeah, just start wailing on him. I mean, we could play it even into the 50 barrier. That's still really good. Yeah, so we're doing a lot of damage here. Just feel pretty good. So 50 barrier. What else could I take here that doesn't really matter to me? Can no longer gain blessings. I'm just gonna take cards are buried. I think I can get through like my whole deck just this one sequence and kill him. So I'll play this. I mean, we have so many channeling effects anyhow. Let's get a dazed on him. Lots of effects like this. Let's redraw. I should have played my skill shot there first for sure. Play you. I can redraw 20 cards here. Let's keep that for later. Let's first try and get Tidal Weave again if we can. Yeah, so what am I thinking here? Can we get another Tidal Weave? Do I just redraw? What do I have in my deck? Tidal Weave is just here, right? It's probably better than whatever I have here. Oh. Did I only... Wait, why did I only draw one card there? I thought I had 36 clones. Doesn't really matter. Let's put this on top and draw it. Okay, so now on my attacks do bajillion damage. I'll do this, I'll do this. I'll hit you with this, and I think that would go... This will go even through all the barrier he gains. Let's see. Yes, very good. Okay, so see, we finally sorted our scaling out. We finally figured it out. A second Tidal Weave I might actually take just in case I accidentally like burn it against the spine. There's a good chance I misclick there and feed it to the... what is it? The Vile Decay, and it just dies. Protect the spine. Or don't. I don't really care. 1, 2, redraw. Sure, that's a good one. So I can do 1, 2, get a bit of extra damage here. Can I stun you? Oh, this guy's immune to stuns, isn't he? You're immune to stun, yeah. Oops, my bad. But I can play this and get rid of that. I will lose by my channeling effects, but just don't want to lose too much maximum health here. Okay, Jinxed. I can just play something silly into that like this, right? Yeah. Oh, I keep on taking that. I know that's the wrong one. Draw, 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 draw. Ooh, without the channeling effects, actually distinctly worse. Crimson Inflection doesn't really do anything here. Boosh, 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 boosh. Okay, if I kept my channeling effects, I think I could have actually won there. That was my mistake, because I drew so many fewer cards with the Harmony. Okay, definitely don't want to pass this turn. I was kind of hoping I'd be able to heal again there. Gift of the Sea I'll actually take. Maybe some random equipment will help me here. Okay, let's see. Let's see what's up. Whew, I'm not entirely confident about this, but let's see. So we got one channel, we got two channels. We'll draw off that. Maybe we can draw off this one too. Ooh, I should have kept a green energy there. That was actually my bad. But yeah, let's start whaling. We have the bear, which is actually quite nice, which means we naturally get a little bit of defense at the end of every turn. So he's not going to connect quite as easily. Okay, one Jinxed. What do we play into that? Can't do that. I don't want him to do that. I would rather just play the skill shot into it. Just kind of see what we draw. Draw cards. Hoping we get a regenerate there. Let's play you and you. Yeah, every second hit is getting absorbed by his armor there. I really need to get one turn where I can just stack a bunch of clones and it'll be fine. So draw a bunch, play you. Clones, clones, clones. Play you, clones. Yeah, we also need to watch out for when we cycle through the deck. We're going to start losing our harmonizers if we don't watch out. Expel Evil, I guess that's something. Draw here, so I'll lose that. So you need to keep track of that a little bit. Can I get multiple of these going? Is that a thing? No, you can only have one of them. Can't play that. Play random equipment, why not? Oh, we'll delve a totem. I'll gain some random stuff. So how many? 31 so far? Can I gain more from this position? Discard my hand. I mean, I could just keep on going, I guess, but I'll play this. I feel like you can have multiples of those going, right? So I'm just discard my hand. I don't think that's actually drawing as many cards as I should. Or am I misreading what it says? What does it actually say? I misread cards a lot. Whenever you summon a discard for each clone. No, I should be drawing way more cards. Strange. So I can play this again, right? Oh yeah, it just adds it to the stacks. Very, very good. So I kind of just want a massive pile of clone effects here. Is that kind of it? Massive pile of clones. Okay, I think now I might have hit my max amount. I'll just fire this off and see what happens. I mean, it's going to scale. He's obviously going to block sort of every second attack or so with his armor. But we are going to do a lot of damage here, especially because the sharpshooter is going to keep on upping the ante. We are dealing 65 extra damage, which of course a lot of that is critting as well. Nice, 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 nice. Okay, hey, that was a really good sequence. And we still have a bunch of defensives. I can still fire off some arrows here. Yeah, we still got a piercing arrow. I'm still gonna just fire all these out and that will pierce him. Oh, we got him. That was like 75% of his health right there. And now we can definitely kill him this turn. Yeah. So how many? We already have 64. I mean, if I just play this and fire off a basic, that will just kill him, right? Like, I don't need to do anything more than that because we kind of, you keep all your clones from the previous turn. But this is sort of a fight where you see the advanced cloning is not as necessary because we have so much barrier. It's not like he's going to touch us in the first place. So it becomes less useful as the game goes on. So I wouldn't say it's a must-have talent, but there you go. That's the Clone Seeker. I would say we stalled a little bit in the middle there because we weren't pushing damage very well. I really wish we had more of that one card that whenever you change the tide, you get a clone and then the wash to shore, because those two together, you just do those back and forth and you just stack your clones, and then you just blow out your opponent. We got our scaling a little bit late in the game, but that still worked for us. Yeah, that's basically the build. It's really sick. It's really fun. I hope you guys have a good time trying it out. I wonder if they're going to nerf Harmony, and if they do, what it's going to look like. And I'll see you in the next video. Yeah, have a nice day. Bye.